Almighty God, our sons, pride of our nation, this day have set upon a mighty endeavor.
President Franklin Roosevelt led the nation in prayer, and the liberation of Europe began. 80 years ago, on June 6, Allied forces launched Operation Overlord in Europe, sending thousands of troops into France across the beaches of Normandy, now known as D-Day. The historic military invasion turned the tide of World War II against Nazi Germany. Among those soldiers, one man from right here in the St. Louis region, and today he made it back home after joining the 80-year commemoration in Normandy. Only our Alexis Sotos was there for his arrival.
Captain Ralph Goldie Goldsticker returned home from a trip to France commemorating the 80th anniversary of D-Day. The 102-year-old veteran joined 200 other American vets who made the trip to Normandy. World leaders gathered to honor the lives lost and send a message about democracy.
Every generation must preserve it, defend it, and fight for it. In memory of those who fought here, died here, literally saved the world here. Let us be worthy of their sacrifice.
Captain Goldsticker says meeting President Joe Biden was a highlight of the trip.
They gave me a coin that was meant just for that day.
But the real gift was the chance to honor the men who didn't make it home.
Went to Omaha Beach and laid a wreath, and went to Point de Hoc and laid a wreath also.
Goldsticker invited us into his home just last month. He lives on his own, still drives, and still has the jacket he wore 80 years ago in the nose of a B-17 bomber.
This is a pin from the first bomb I dropped on D-Day.
Revisiting the beaches of Normandy, he's never forgotten June 5th, 1944.
When I was there 80 years ago, I was flying. I was 20,000 feet above the beaches, but I flew 2 missions on D-Day and spent 14 and a half hours in the air. But lived easy compared to what was going on the ground.
Does it feel like it's been 80 years?
No. No, I was there about 40 years ago, and the American Cemetery got to me then, and it still does. Oh.
102 years old. He's sharp. I mean,
incredibly sharp. He remembers that day so vividly. Just someone who has so many stories to tell, has been able to live an incredible life, and he says it's all because of the sacrifices made by so many others that day.
And less than 1% of World War II vets are still with us.
Yeah.
So from here, it's amazing.
It really is.
All right, Alexis, thank you.